my name is Eunice Kang, and today I'll be presenting the 1865 Rotary printing press. So today I'm going to be talking about my diorama, how I made it, and how the process works of it printing paper. And so to start off, my diorama is not a working project, so please be very careful and please try not to move it so much. And other than that, I'm going to start talking about the process of how I made it. So I used a lot of wooden sticks to uphold these different cylinders. As you can see, there's ink rollers, which I made out of foam blocks here and down here. And then I used 4 wooden cylinders, and for those I just used wood and I cut them in half and I made 4. And for the continuous roll of paper, I used a receipt paper. And for the box over here, I used an old iPhone holder. And for the offset cylinders, which are the cylinders that hold the lettering, I use the clothing hooks just to show that these are the ones that are mainly doing the job of printing the paper. So, like I said, yeah, with all these cylinders, I used wooden sticks to uphold them, but they're not. This project isn't supposed to work, so that's why I made it very secure. And other than that, I'll just start talking a little bit about why I use these sticks, because these cylinders need to be upheld, and it just shows the very precise movement of these cylinders and how they work together to make the printing process possible. And over here, there's like a little knife where the paper is cut. I did just show one continuous roll of paper, but in real life, this printing press did cut these paper into individual sheets. But I just wanted to show where the direction of the paper was going, so I did just show it as one continuous roll of paper. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, there's this knife that does cut it, and that's how that's how a piece of paper is cut through in order to be printed, and that's called a serrated knife. And I just use, like I said, wooden sticks, and just to show the knife, I used like a piece of paper and I colored it in with a silver Sharpie to make it seem like as if it was a knife. And other than that, I'm just going to talk about how it works. So, his was William Bullock was the inventor, and his was the innovation of Richard Martel's cylinder press. And what was so innovative was that he used a continuous roll of paper, which made the process way more efficient compared to hand feeding the machine. And he made it double-sided, so the first set of cylinders over here will print the front side, and the second cylinder will print the back side. So this piece of paper goes to the first set of cylinders, and this contains the ink roller, offset cylinder, and the impression cylinder. So the ink roller is the roller that contains ink, and it applies ink onto the offset cylinder, and it rotates to the right. So when it rotates to the right, it adds ink onto the offset cylinder, which carries lettering, and these letters rotate onto the paper at a leftward motion. So it's right, left, and these the ink applied onto these letters are applied onto the paper. And after that, once it's turning left, it moves the paper forward, and it prints the top side of the paper. And after that, just for extra support, the impression cylinder makes sure that the application is secure, and that prints the top side. So now the back side needs to be printed. So this is the second set, and it contains the offset of the impression cylinder, the offset cylinder, and the ink roller. So the reason to why it's in a different order is because it needs to be the back side needs to be printed. So then it goes to here, and then the impression cylinder rotates to the right, and then left, right, and it prints the top side. And then after that, it's collected here down at the box. And as it rotates, there's lettering on the offset cylinder, like I said, and it's being printed that way. So now, by that time, both the top and back side is printed, and that creates a more efficient way of printing. And here, you can see there's 3 different pictures. There's William Bullock, the creator of the 1865 Rotary printing press. Here's a picture of how the 1865 Rotary printing press looked, and here's a modern day application, and you can see there's cylinders, and you can just see that it's rotating with a continuous roll of paper. And here you can see how everything labeled, and here is just a description of all the labels and how they work together to make the process possible. And here these are QR codes, and these are accompanied with the facts, 10 facts that I came up with in order to get a general idea on the 1865 Rotary printing press. And the QR code for this video will be up right here next to my name. And thank you for watching. This is my 1865 Rotary printing press.